Hey guys, we are back at this again today, and this is something that the software system signaled and picked up on, and I just want you to take a quick look at this. So again, this is a live chart. This is 1 hour. This is the euro and the British pound. So again, much like the video that we talked about yesterday, what we're going to do here is the same thing. Let's go ahead and draw out our support and resistance lines. Now again, you can see that I'm already in some trades here, but let's pay that no mind. Let's just look at what we see. So let's start, you always, whenever you're doing these, by the way, you want to start in current time. You don't want to go past and then you move forward. Every time that I trade or look at trading, I always clear out all the lines because I need to be able to start fresh. And again, what we're going to do is pick the highest high and the lowest low from what you're seeing with your eye. And these again are our support and resistance lines. And you will again start to see a pattern. It's all about patterns, guys. It's really all about patterns. Highest high, lowest lows, and you can start to see where these guys here, where they really start to come up here, and you can see how they buffer in between these. It's just, that's just what they do. It's just the nature of how this works. Now, if you look here, we'll take the lowest low here on this one. So you can see we've got a good array of lines here that we've drawn in. So what you'll start to see again here is you're going to start to see these patterns. Now the rule that I always have is I get into trades after I see them pushing up against a support or resistance line. And grab my crosshairs again, and you can see that right here. So I identified this with my eyes. I can see that, it's very, very clear. So I always look for a candle going in the opposite direction, bearish or bullish. In this case, I can see that there is a large candle that's going down here. So I'm not convinced yet that I want to get into that, right? So what I do is I want to sit that out. I want to see what the other candles do, and then I see the pattern again. Well, I already know that there's a support and resistance line here because it was trying to break through in this level here. And if you can look back, it looks very similar to the levels here, right? So there's a very good possibility that this will run down. Again, what we want to do is we want to take the highest high and the lowest low. So the highest high is here, and then the lowest low that we have, and this is going back to May the 14th. So the lowest low is here. And again, when we talked about yesterday, the harmonic balance is it always seems to be like it's somewhere in between, right? That's what it's doing. So what we want to do is, and I don't try to get greedy with these. I don't say, oh, well, it's going to go all the way down, to the bottom here. What I do is I try to take about 30 or 40%. So you can see that it is trying to buffer through this area. Could it go back up? Absolutely. Could it go back down? I think probably very likely. It cannot pass through this resistance line, and it's just showing it doesn't have enough support either to stay up in this range. So my estimation is that it's going to probably go down into this level here. And again, this is the software. It made the auto trade. It made this by itself. And I will just pan down here onto this. And this was today, guys. This was today. This is 5:23. I'll just pan down and you can see the actual trade itself. You can see the take profit. You can see the price range that I got in, what time I got in. But this is just today. So we're at 19. This was actually at a larger amount, but I wanted to ride it out just to kind of get a better idea about how it was going to go. But again, here, now check this out. Now, if you look back, like we were talking about yesterday, if you look back to the chart, these lines, these support and resistance lines that you guys just saw me draw on here, they will almost match up with other types of support and resistance lines. So we're going to scroll back through history here, and you will see that a lot of these support and resistance lines that I just drew are, guess what, conveniently support and resistance lines, support and resistance lines for other trades that have happened. And again, like we were talking about yesterday, you can see the same pattern where they bounce in between the lines, wait for them to break. This is a great trade right here, by the way. If anyone was in that, kudos to you. And again, you can see that those lines they work in very systematic orders. Very interesting. Anyways, guys, thanks for taking time out to check out the video. Let me know if you've got questions. Have a good one.